if you are attempting to understand this topic outside of Genesis 6 and some other writings such as the book of Enoch, I think it's from chapter 7 all the way to 16, you can get a pretty good idea of what was going on in the earlier earth before the flood and after. Then you will lack the central component, which is knowing that these creatures cannot be contained by man. They were not contained by man in the earlier times, and they will not be contained by man in the secondary times. And so the first thing the Lord said is that fallen angels are treacherous and deceptive, and so are all those who are serving them. Oh, this is also going down from the scholars down to the man on the ground who is actively waiting for their sky family to come and get them, actively waiting for aliens and other fallen beings to come and blend with them and live with them and elevate them in consciousness. And of course, many of them are hoping. Many of the people who are waiting for fallen angels and for aliens to come to this earth are also hoping to be upgraded in the body. But I always say this: if you lack the fundamental humility to be content with the fact that you are just flesh, you are just dirt, you are just meat and blood that God formed and loves. If that is not enough for you, then you are a prime candidate for the end times delusion that you can be upgraded and you can be improved and that your life can be elongated to hundreds of years. A subscriber asked the question and I felt moved to answer, and she was asking, I think she was asking something about extension of life. And I was saying that it's very difficult for me to sometimes articulate the knowledge that is inside me, the things that God just pours into my heart. It's not always easy to write them out. So when you see stuff actually in written format on the blog, sometimes that's just the things that I can express. I cannot express sometimes the things that I see or the feelings that I feel or the knowledge that comes to me supernaturally by the Lord. But one thing I did share in answer to her question is that you that wants to live forever, you that is so indignant at God's evil and horrible ways and making us flesh and blood that's, that can get sickness, that can get disease. Why do we age? Why do we get these wrinkles? And why do we lose the strength of our youth and everything? You that has this primordial offense in you, which is basically nothing but the fallenness of sin that is in all man. And so many people who are in sin, many people who do not regard God, nevertheless want these lesser gods to rule over them and come and share power with them. And you are so deceived. And what you don't know is, I answered this lady and I said that one of the things they do is they will surely extend life. They will offer you all the extra life you want. There will be some kind of system. I can't really explain it, but you will be able to extend life in exchange for currency. So basically you can pay and then you can get another year, 5 more years. And not only that, but they will be able to upgrade the body in amazing ways that have not been fully expressed to me by the Lord. But what I know is that you will be rotten. And I did share this in answer to this lady's question. You will be rotten, but appearing very youthful and very fresh. So you will look young and you will look rejuvenated after whatever this false and deceptive treatment they will give you is. But the fact is that you will be able to smell the stench of yourself at your real age. So I don't know if they will make you 300 years old or attempt to go back to the lifespans that God gave Adam and Eve and Seth and Methuselah and the rest of them, Noah, 500, 600, 700 years. But I do know that as they extend life, you will keep dying in reality. So if you were meant to die at 67 and you buy extra life all the way up to age 90, you will pass the point where you were supposed to have died, and then you will begin to have stench. So you will smell you, but we will not smell you. You will be like the picture of Dorian Gray, where they painted that picture of Dorian, and on the picture, because of how morally corrupt and fallen he was becoming, the picture was transforming into a monster. But in real life, Dorian became more and more beautiful, more and more youthful. He seemed not to age, but on the picture, he was becoming a decrepit monster. And since everything that Satan offers, everything that the devil has on display in his evil candy shop is nothing but untruth, deception, and a lie that takes the soul to eternal separation from God, which is hell, which is the chamber of torments that never ends. All who participate in this will enjoy it for a time. But then when you want to stop it, you will not be able to stop it.